up, family? This is your man, not your boy. Go Black to Africa. So I have some special guests here who she is doing marvelous things in Ghana. Actually, you have a clinic that's going to be probably transforming into a hospital somewhere
Yes.
down the road.
Yes.
Please introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about what you do. I find it quite interesting. You coming from America, you are now a resident here in Ghana?
Yes.
Okay, and so please share with us what you have going on.
All right. Thank you so much. My name is Zakia Penny Amaro. I am from St. Louis, Missouri. I now reside in Dutch Comenda, Ghana. In the outskirts of Elmina, we have a facility called Ayara Safia, a health center in which we have integrated traditional medicine along with orthodox medicine.
What's you said traditional medicine like
Yes.
herbs and stuff.
Absolutely.
Okay, all right, okay.
Absolutely.
Well, good. You know, I was told that you existed out here, and one of my friends connected us together, so that at least people would know the great things. One of probably the top 5 questions that I get from those who are subscribers or see my videos is about clinics and hospitals. So I did a video of an herbalist who has a huge facility in Accra, but I haven't come across anybody who, coming from America, started a clinic.
Yes.
Your background, medical?
No, actually, I do not have a medical background. I have my bachelor's in biology, so I consider myself a scientist. I consider myself a self-taught herbalist. I'm a massage therapist. I do energy work. I do Reiki, if anyone is familiar with those Chinese modalities. So I do all of that, but I feel like all of those different healing practices is a form of traditional medicine, which came from Africa, of course. So it's just something I really believe in. I wanted to be a champion of traditional medicine here in Ghana because a lot of our young people are moving away from the traditional medicine. They feel like it doesn't work, it's not effective, and that Western medicine is better, which I disagree with. There are some benefits, of course, with Western medicine. We do need, as far as antibiotics and different things like that, but I think they can complement each other. I think definitely by us being in Ghana, in Africa, we need a facility to incorporate both. Yeah, so that's my goal. That's my dream. It's my parents' dream, and so we've made it come into.
I found that quite interesting that, you know, you're in the biology field,
Yes.
but you still have a heart of bringing the health wellness to Africa. Because your facility, I mean, you have all the credentials and the professionals that work in your clinic. Please share with the people your staff that you actually have on board.
Yes, so right now we have a physician assistant, we have 2 diploma nurses, we have 1 mental health nurse, we have 2 nurse assistants, we have 2 midwives, we have a lab technician, we have a front office person and cashier, and also we are working with local herbalists, bone setters, if anyone is familiar with bone setters, and different natural practitioners as well.
Wow. Now, are these staff members, are they from locals, or are these people from different around, you know, the continent or the
Okay.
West, or what?
Yes, so all of our staff right now is local. They are all from Ghana.
Okay.
We are working with professionals in the United States as well. I have, for example, I have midwives coming in September to do continuing education and training with our midwives so they can learn from each other. So that is scheduled for September already. I do know a few physicians that I'm working with in the U.S. as well, as far as telemedicine and consulting and things like that. So primarily it's, not primarily, entirely it's Ghanaian staffed right now, but we are working and partnering with African American physicians in the U.S. and hopefully Cuba.
Great. Yeah, I hear the Cubans, they are up on point on health.
Yes.
You know,
Yes.
but okay, so, being my wife is a physician.
Yes.
We'll see if we can get her to volunteer, and do some things. And matter of fact, we were just talking last night, and she's really, because she was a professor, and she really enjoyed teaching and educating those up and coming physicians into the field. So we'll see what we can do on that end right there. I also happen to know a sister who is a mid-housewife that's in Accra. I did an interview with her and her husband, so I'll give you those connections too.
Okay, yes, thank you.
Yeah. So now, okay, you all had this big celebration. You now have been established for how long now?
Okay, thank you. Yes, we had our grand opening for the facility in April. I believe it was April 5th, and we actually opened our doors on June 1st.
Okay.
So a little bit over a month we've been open.
Okay. Now, I know the locals is probably jumping up and down over the facility.
Yes.
How many people are you all tending to, and what are some of the things that you all are seeing in the health issues rather within the locals that you all are dealing with?
Okay. Right now we see approximately 5 to 10 people per day.
Okay.
And so we are starting slow. We have not started advertising yet, only within our community
Okay.
that we live, that we have advertised. So right now, 5 to 10 people a day, depending on the day. And the different issues we have, it's the rainy season here, so malaria, of course, is prevalent. Pregnancy, which is not an issue, but pregnancy, eye issues, basically ear, nose, and throat issues, and respiratory issues is common in our area. So that's what we're seeing so far.
Okay. All right. Do you all run across diabetes, high blood pressure? We know that in America, in the black community, diabetes and high blood pressure, are some serious issues that we're dealing with. Do you all see that here?
We do see it, not as often as in the U.S., but we do see diabetes, we do see hypertension and high blood pressure. It's becoming more common, actually, because of the different foods they're eating. They're eating more Western diets now, more sugar, more unhealthy things. As
KFCs, they just got built to KFC over in
which is horrible. I'm really disappointed. So that's another story. But yes, they are. It's becoming more common. It's not as common as it is in the U.S., but it is common here. They used to call that white man's disease in Africa, but now it's, as I stated, it's becoming more common because of their diet is changing and they're starting to eat more Western foods.
Wow. So you are reaching out to those, maybe even volunteers who are interested. What type of volunteers are you looking for? Is there any certain background or any specialties that you're wanting?
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, right now we are just reaching out to anyone, of course, that is of African descent, first and foremost, no offense. But African background, you have to have a love for people, a love for help us to help other people. People that are not selfish and that are willing to use their talents and their skills and their gifts and give back to the community and give back to Africa. So not any particular field or any particular specialty, but just anyone that has medical experience or a medical background or even a herbal background in herbs or anything like that.
Wow. Okay. All right. Well, y'all heard it, folks. If you have that experience and you would love to come to Ghana, on down near Elmina. What's the name of the village that you are in the area?
The name of the village is Dutch Comenda, and the name of our specific village where the clinic is Sabayet Village.
Okay.
but it's in Dutch Comenda.
Dutch Comenda.
Yes.
And I'll put that on the map and put it in the video so people can see its location. Do you all happen to have any social media that people can reach out to you?
Right now, we do not have any social media. We are in process of working with a media company in Accra to get us our Instagram, our Facebook pages. But right now, the only thing we have is our Sabayet website, which is sabayet.org.
How you spell that?
It's SABAYET, sabayet.org. And it has information about what we are doing in Ghana, some of the things we've done. It has pictures, things like that. But that's the only thing we have right now, but it is in process.
How did you find yourself coming to Africa?
That is a good question. Honestly, my parents have been coming back and forth since 1998.
Okay.
To the continent. I had never been until 2010. My nephew graduated from high school, and my father asked him, "What do you want as a gift?" He chose to come to Africa for his graduation gift for high school. And so I feel like, well, wait a minute, you're not going to Africa, and I've never been to Africa. So it turned into a family trip. My nieces, everyone came. All of our immediate family. And when I came that first time, I literally felt so connected. I felt so at home. I felt so much peace. And I felt like this is where I'm supposed to be. And it just took off from there. I started doing free health fairs for the community. Someone asked if I can get a physician to come. I got a few physicians from the U.S. to come and do free health screenings.
Okay.
And that's how we started. Even before the clinic was in existence, I started doing free health fairs.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. And you happen to be married?
Yes. My husband is from Ghana. He's from Bolgatanga. I've been married for about 7 years, and my husband actually is a registered nurse. So if that gives me any more credibility, at least one of us is in the medical field. And so he's been instrumental, and he's helped a lot also with the structure of the facility.
Okay. Okay. All right. Well, you know, I think it's awesome what you're doing, and that you even branched into the medical field and supplying the health needs of those that may not have it. Because what's the closest clinic near where you are, or hospital?
Yes, so the closest medical facility, period, is either all the way here in Elmina, which is it's more than 30 minutes away from us.
Drive.
Yes, drive. And also there's a community called Kissy that is the opposite direction going toward Takoradi. And it's also about, well, it's a little bit closer. It's about 20 minutes away. But the issue is most of our community do not have vehicles.
Yeah. They
do not have vehicles, and most of us are walking in that community. And so a medical facility was needed for that community because we don't have access to anything, and most of us are walking. So
I'm quite sure people are going to watch this and say, do they need any equipment, any technology, or anything that you all are looking at? Because how are y'all financed? I mean, are y'all part of having any sponsors or?
No. We do not operate or facilitate we don't have any grants, no large sponsors, no large donors. We are strictly self-financed, which is the way my father wants it to be, so we can control what we're doing. We don't want someone coming in letting us know we have to have this or have to have that. So we prefer to be self-financed, actually. But we do have a few supporters in our hometown of St. Louis with our sister organization, Sabayet, that do support us. Okay.
Well, if people want to donate, if they want to, if they have equipment or and all that, how can they reach you on an email?
Yes. So you can actually send me a personal email.
Yep.
My email address is Penny Zakiya, which is my last name, Penny, Penny, my first name, Zakiya, Zakiya, @gmail.com. Or you can go to sabayet.org website, and there's a GoFundMe page that we started like 10 years ago.
Okay.
That's still active, and it's still on that page. We are definitely in need of more equipment. We have some, and we have a lot of good equipment. Like we have a defibrillator, we have our autoclave to sanitize our surgical instruments, but we are in need of a full blood count machine and different, special pieces of equipment for our lab. But we have a lot of equipment, but we always need more, even if it's linen, if it's, what have you, Band-Aids, anything.
Okay.
We accept any and all donations, but for right now, we are able to function at least.
Well, great. Well, family, if you have the heart to give and you see that there's a need for you to meet their need, please reach out to our sister, because I think it's a great thing what they're doing. I think it's awesome that one can come into Africa and extend that helping hand of health and wellness to people who really don't have that benefit, if you will. And so by all means, yes, please reach out. I know many people have reached out to me who have been inquiring about them starting clinics, or do I know anybody? You're the first that I've met
Wow.
here
That's awesome.
in the continent from America who's done such a thing. So I thank you for allowing me to interview you, and thank you for the great work that you, your husband, and the rest of the staff and the community and those sponsors or those of your family members back home who have been keeping this thing going. I'm appreciative of that.
Thank you.
First and foremost. So
Thank you.
with that, family, this is your man. This is your
I don't know, your director of Ayari Safia?
Alrighty then. Go black to Africa.